Hello, Jesse here with GPSCity. I have the GPSMap 441S. I'm going to show you a little bit about the Sonar. This also applies to other GPSMap 400s and 500 series. So if you highlight Sonar using the rocker pad and hit select, we're going to have four more options. We're going to have full screen, split frequency where it'll view the 50 kilohertz and 200 kilohertz, split zoom, so two different zoom levels for a different resolution, and a temperature log, and then at the bottom we can do some sonar setup. So let's see what it looks like in full screen. So in full screen, you can see here at the top we have our depth followed by our temperature followed by our speed. In order for the screen to properly scroll, you do need to be moving. At the bottom here we do have our sampling frequency, which currently is 200 kilohertz. And then right here this is basically our scale. So at the top here that's 0 meters and at the bottom that's 30 meters deep. And then we have different floating objects show up in the middle of the screen. Those could be fish clusters or they could just be debris floating around. Let's take a look at the other screens. Let's do split frequency. So now what it's going to do, it's going to put 50 kilohertz on one side and 200 kilohertz on the other. Of course, one's better resolution, so this will kind of get you a feel for what's below you. We have our split zoom, so we have two different zoom levels. You can see this one here kind of keeps her at the bottom, and this side here shows us our whole depth sense. And you'll see there's some bars hovering there. That's kind of your zoom window over there. And then we have our temperature log. Some of the transducers have temperature sensors, and this will just log the temperature as you pass through the water. You'll see currently it's 16.9 degrees Celsius and the depth of the water where we're at is approximately 27 meters. The top of this chart is 19 degrees Celsius and the bottom right now is 15 degrees Celsius. And this graph over time will kind of change with the temperature. We could also do some setup of the sonar. We could change our scroll speed. We could show or hide our surface noise, show or hide our depth lines. We could also adjust our data bars, what's shown and how they're viewed, and our appearance. Just take a look in these menus. We have quite a few different options we can select from. We'll just go back and then we'll do appearance. And then in appearance we have the option of fish symbols. Those artifacts that we saw floating mid-water or mid-depth, they could be fish, and the unit could kind of guesstimate if it's a fish or not, and by turning this on it will give you a fishing icon. So we're just going to select this first one, and I'm going to go back to the sonar screen so you can see what it would look like. And then we also have a couple other options there, white line and sonar or color scheme. I'm going to change the color scheme to we'll do white. Now let's go back to our sonar page and we'll do full screen, and then you'll see the different artifacts floating mid-water are going to be turned into fishes. This is the unit guesstimating if that's a fish or not. That was a quick look at the GPSMap series and the sounder functions of it. This applies to the GPSMap 400 and 500s. For more information and to purchase this great product, visit GPSCity, the GPS experts.